Hi, my name is Jordan Hetrick. I'm the author of books about how to use GoPro cameras. I want to show you some of my favorite tools to use to charge your GoPro camera so you can spend less time charging and more time filming. So let's check it out. Of course, you can use the USB cable that came with your camera to plug it into a computer. After a couple hours, your camera will be charged and you're good to go. But I want to show you some of my other favorite power sources that are safe to use for charging your GoPro. I'll put links to all of these in the description below, so if one of these rings out to you and seems like it would be the right tool for you, you can go ahead and buy it through the description below. Now, the first thing that's really important is to make sure that you're using the right output on whatever charger you're using, because using the wrong output can actually fry the camera's battery by overheating it. The GoPro Hero 5s through 8 are compatible with 5 volts of output and 1 to 2 amp. So when you use a charger such as a wall charger or a car charger, you want to make sure that charger's got 5 volt and 1 to 2 amp output. So besides using a computer, you could also use a wall charger like this one, which is for an iPhone. This wall charger is for the iPhone 10 and older. And this wall charger outputs 5 volt and 1 amp, so it's compatible with the GoPro's battery. And you just want to make sure you read on the charger to check for that voltage. You can also use the cable plugged into a car charger. Like this one, for example, has 2 USB ports. One is 5 volt and 2.1 amps. But this other slot here is a 5 volt 1 amp, so you can use that to charge your GoPro's battery without causing it any harm. This is a great way to charge your camera on the go so that you can have it in your car and it's charging while you're driving from one spot to the next. Another power source you can use is a portable USB power pack. You just want to make sure that the output is right on these because most of the outputs on these are a little bit high for a GoPro battery and you don't want to overheat your battery. This power pack here has 2 output ports, and one of the output ports is 5 volt and 1 amp. So that's totally compatible with your GoPro's battery, so you can go ahead and charge your camera using this port. There are also some portable USB power chargers that are dual purpose, like this one, which is the Panel by LumeCube. This one is actually a panel light, which is great for filming or adding some light to your photos when you're using your GoPro. But it also serves as a power pack because you can charge your GoPro using the USB port. The panel outputs 5 volts and 2 amps, so you're good to go with charging your GoPro using this power port. So there's another way to charge your camera batteries, and that's a better option than charging it when it's in your camera, which is to charge your battery using a battery charger. If you just go ahead and pick up a spare battery or two, then you can charge your batteries in this battery charger while you're using your camera with the other battery. That way when one of the batteries goes dead, you can just come in, swap it out, and go back out and start filming. It gives you a lot of flexibility and a lot of freedom to use your camera and not have to worry about battery life. The most obvious choice for a battery charger is GoPro's dual battery charger, which is shown here. So you can use the same cable to plug this into one of the power devices like I just showed you, like a wall charger, a power pack, or a car charger. You can charge 2 batteries at a time using this battery charger. The great thing about this is it's durable and it also comes with a spare battery, so you've got that one extra battery you can swap out when you're filming. Another cheaper option is this Ugreen battery charger. It's a 3-port charger, so you can charge up to 3 batteries at once. You can also use the same cable that connects to your GoPro to plug it into one of the power sources. This is a nice, simple, no-frills option and it's pretty cheap. And this one here is another great option that I like to use by Telson. It's got a 3 battery charger for your GoPro batteries. It also has 2 spots to hold extra microSD cards, which is really convenient. If you forget a microSD card, say you were offloading footage in your computer, you can have an extra one stored in here and then you've always got a card on you. You can also put a microSD card in this slot here, connect it to your computer, and offload your footage directly using this device. And another great thing is you can just close it up. It's waterproof. You can put it in your backpack or clip it onto your backpack. You're ready to go with your extra batteries and your microSD cards. As far as the actual camera battery goes, the camera battery for the Hero 5 through the Hero 8 is exactly the same size. One thing to be aware of is that GoPro updated the camera battery for the Hero 8 Black so it can keep up with the high performance settings on that camera. And the Hero 8 Black battery has a blue stripe on the bottom of it. You can definitely use that in some of the older cameras, but if you want to use the older batteries from the Hero 5, 6, or 7 in the Hero 8 Black, some of those features might not work, such as Hypersmooth 2.0. Also, some other companies make batteries for GoPro cameras. Some of them work well, some of them don't. If you have the option, just go with the GoPro battery because they're not that expensive and they're made to be compatible with the GoPro cameras. GoPro makes this here, which is the supercharger, and this is GoPro's wall charger. It actually outputs more output than the 5 volt 2 amp that they recommend for your camera, but they say it's tested for GoPro and it's safe to use. So if you want a faster charger, you can use this one. Another good thing about this supercharger is that if you're traveling internationally and you want to plug your GoPro into a wall socket, this is compatible with all of the voltages around the world. However, the supercharger is almost $50, so it's probably a better investment to go buy another accessory for your GoPro and just use the wall charger with the batteries out of the camera, and that'll be a great way to charge your camera batteries and have plenty of battery. But I'll put a link for this one down in the description below too. Now, if you want to power your camera with a power source while you're recording, the best thing to do is use a USB power pack like the one I showed you before, and then you can just use the USB cable to plug it into your camera, and your camera will run off that battery for as long as there's power in that USB power pack. On the Hero 5 through 7, you can just take off the side door and plug the USB port in, and you've got easy access to that port there. On the Hero 8 Black, it's a little harder because the door is a lot bigger. You can either take the door off if you think it's waterproof and safe, and just make sure that battery is in there. If you want another option, Ulanzi is a company. They made another side door for the Hero 8 Black that's got an opening for the USB-C port, and it holds the battery in there securely while your USB cable is plugged in. So that's a great option to use if you're going to be doing some long time lapses and want to be able to access that USB port. Be sure to check out the book for your camera on Amazon if you haven't already, and hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the latest news for your GoPro camera. Thanks for watching and have fun filming.